It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Twice Brewed Brewing Company in a town called from a town called Once Brewed in Northumberland. The town has a over 2,000-year-old history in beer brewing. The town was called Once Brewed because it used to have a brewery there thousands of years ago. Isn't that amazing? So another brewery has kind of kicked off, started brewing up there, and they're called Twice Brewed. I've reviewed a lot of their beers recently. Some of their beers have been absolutely wonderful. Some have been fascinating. Some have been kind of like really interesting, and they're really thinking outside of the box when it comes to kind of like brewing iron brew sours and mango pale ales with actual mango juice, and it's like an explosion of mango. This is called Deadite. What I believe is called Deadite. It's a double IPA coming in at 7.5% ABV. I think that's a T, isn't it? You got the word dead and then I-T-E, Deadite. Lovely, lovely looking can. Look at that. I mean, looks like a movie or a computer game, or you know, something like that from the ZX Spectrum era. Let's get the beer out then into a glass. Here we get 7.5% ABV. I almost said two finger, but no, it's definitely a one finger white head. Good levels of slow moving carbonation. Hazy looking amber coloured beer. Not much in the way of sediment in the bottom of the glass. Let's get the aroma. Oh yeah, double IPA, definitely double IPA. Kind of passion fruit, mango, bit of orange peel. Smells good. You get that kind of big malty body. You definitely get a sense of it being 7.5% ABV. I'm not suggesting you're getting a big kick of alcohol here, but you definitely get a sense that it's a big beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Wow. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. I've not had a double IPA do that to me for a long time. I don't know if it's the combination of the beer that I just reviewed. I just reviewed their Iron Brew Sour, literally 2 minutes ago. I don't know if it's the Iron Brew Sour was quite sweet. I'm not sure if this is my palate adjusting to the flavours of the double IPA. You know, the big bold hoppy flavours that are in the middle. I think this is going to take another taste. It's good. It is really good. Stone the crows. Stone the Crows. What a beer. It's just got this like full on, in your face, so it's very hoppy. Let's have a look at the hops. It's a very hoppy beer. Eldorado and Brew One are the hops. It just gives it's a combination of grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange. It's kind of citrusy there as well. There's an element of that kind of malt to begin with. You definitely get that kind of like creamy. I'm going to take that back. Not quite creamy, but that kind of full mouthfeel, that full kind of, like almost like a barley wine kind of big malty body to it. Little bit of sweetness, little bit of bitterness on the back end. But this brewery seems to have every beer in their range that you could ever possibly want. I keep on picking this can up. I can't wait to review this one. I've kept this. This is the last beer that I've held on to from. So Twice Brewed were kind enough to send me their range of beer, and I've just kept hold of this till last. There's a reason why I've kept hold of this till last. I'll tell you the story in a moment. Well, I suppose I'll have to tell you now, won't I? But anyway, they brew great beers, lagers, Czech dark lagers, Weizenbocks, IPAs, double IPAs. But everything's good, everything's interesting. They brew those kind of like wacky, fruited sour beers that are really gloopy and thick. They brew. Look at this double IPA here. Look at that in a glass. Everything's top quality. It must be in their genes up there because the town has been brewing beer for, well, not consistently, but it has a brewing history of over 2,000 years. Perhaps it's just a case of they just know how to do it up that way. That's a cracking double IPA. Pineapple, mango, grapefruit. Good mouthfeel, a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of sweetness. Great. Let me rate the beer and then I'll tell you the story of the Czech dark lager. And you wink. In the Czech Republic, you go dark lager and you wink. Or at least I was, to everybody. Perhaps I just made it up in my head. I don't know. So yeah, rating on this beer, this double IPA called Deadite from Twice Brewed. I like it enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Right, Czech dark lager. What's the myth? Right, I was told, I went to the Czech Republic 2 years ago with Redeem from Budvar, and we met this lovely lady, and she told us the story of the myth of the dark lager. Now, this is a bit of a funny subject, but it's a subject I'm definitely interested in. So Czech women are notorious for their large breasts, and the story goes when Czech women get pregnant, or when they used to get pregnant, I'm not sure if they carry on doing it now, but the Czech Republic's the largest drinking per person per volume beer consuming country in the world by far. The Czechs drink beer on a consistent level per person, per capita, every single year. They're way out in front. And when a woman gets pregnant in the Czech Republic, they're given dark lager during their pregnancy. And they're given dark lager during their pregnancy because of the iron and because of the nutrition. That's just the old school way of doing things. But apparently it might be a myth, but the side effect is that when they drink this dark lager over a long period of time, it enlarges it really enlarges their kind of like, you know, and it's a thing. Apparently, it's a thing. It's a bit of a myth. Some people say it's a myth. Some people say it's a thing. I was in the Czech Republic, and it definitely seems to be a thing. It's something I'm interested in because it's something. It's part of a woman's body that I find fascinating. Yeah, I'm not going to lie about that. Yeah, and so I was like, every time I met a woman out there in the Czech Republic, or every time I shook a woman's hand, I'd be like, dark lager, and I'd wink, and it was like, because everybody knew it out there, it was like everybody just giggled and laughed and like, you know, dark lager. Anyway, we'll get to the dark lager soon. Thanks for watching. You've seen the rating for this. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.